snowed. I thought I'd never live through it. And you fainted, as though you were the dead one. But now it's been a year, and we can remember with some lightness. You're wearing white again. You are too. And your face is shining. The clock struck then, too, on that day. It sounded like this. I remember when they carried Father away, the music playing, the guns firing at the cemetery. He was a commander of a whole troop. Still, not many people came. Well, it was raining. Freezing rain mixed in with snow.
Olga, I remember.
Today is warm. We can leave the windows wide open. The birch trees are almost blooming. I remember so clearly, 11 years ago. Father was an officer and we left Moscow in early May, same as today. Oh, Moscow in early May, blooming, warm, golden. 11 years ago. But yesterday, my God, I woke up this morning, saw masses of light flooding in, and my God, the spring. I felt this great happiness in my soul, and I wanted to go home.
To hell with you both!
Fine, fine, it's silliness.
Stop whistling, Masha, it's bad luck. Every day I teach, every night I tutor. My head aches, always, and my thoughts are in old ladies. 4 years serving that school, and I feel my youth and strength draining out of me. The only thing that gets stronger is a dream.
Go to Moscow, sell the house, be done with everything and go.
As fast as we can to Moscow!
Andre will be a professor. He won't stay in this town. But poor Masha, stuck here.
Masha can visit every summer.
I hope so. It's so beautiful out. I don't know why I feel so happy. This morning I thought, it's my birthday. And suddenly I felt so happy. And I could feel my childhood when Mama was alive. And I thought happier and happier thoughts coming at me like waves. Oh, what thoughts.
Today, all of you is shining. You're prettier than ever. Masha looks pretty, too. Andre would be nice looking, only he's gotten so fat. It doesn't look good on him. And I got old, bony. It's because of the girls at school. I get so angry. But today, I'm free. I'm home. My head doesn't hurt. And I feel younger than I did yesterday. Maybe everything's for the best. God's will and all that. But I do think that if I'd gotten married and sat home all day, it would have been nicer. I would have loved my husband.
You say such stupid things. I won't listen. Happy birthday. I forgot to tell you. Today, you will have a visit from our new commanding officer, Colonel Bershinin.
Really? That's nice.
Is he old?
Not so much. 40, 45, the outer limit. Seems like a good man, and not stupid, without a doubt. But he does talk a lot.
Is he interesting?
Sure. But he has a wife and a mother-in-law to go with her, and 2 little girls. On top of that, it's his second wife. He goes around saying, I have a wife and 2 girls. He'll tell you too. But his wife is sad and half crazy, wears her hair in long braids like a child, talks in overblown language about philosophy, and frequently tries to kill herself. She likes to add salt to his already existing wounds, I suppose. I would have left a woman like that years ago, but he's a stoic. He stays and complains.
I can only lift 50 pounds with 1 arm, but I can lift 200 pounds with 2 arms. What do I conclude? That 2 men are twice as strong as 1, or 3 times even, or more.
A remedy for hair loss. Mix 2 ounces of naphthalene in a bottle of alcohol, dissolve and use daily. I'll make a note of that in my little book. Okay, here's what you do. Take a cork, stick it in a bottle, Get a glass pipe, put it through the cork, then take a pinch of bacon.
Ivan Romanich, my dear Ivan Romanich.
What is it, my girl, my joy?
Tell me why I'm so happy today. I'm a ship with sails, full sails, and the sky over me blue and wide, and full of birds, big white birds. Why do you think that is? Why?
You're my white bird.
I woke up this morning, got up and washed my face, and everything in the world seemed suddenly clear to me, and I knew how to live. I knew everything. Sweet Ivan Romanich, people have to work, to labor. Work by the sweat of our brows, no matter who we are. It is our one purpose. Joy, ecstasy, the thrill of waking up in the morning and drilling a hole in the street, or feeding sheep, or teaching children, or making a train go. My God, why be a person? I'd rather be an ox, or a simple horse, and do something. Anything but a young lady who wakes at noon, drinks her coffee in bed, and takes 2 hours to button a dress. Disgusting. I want to work the way I want an ice-cold drink in the summertime. And if I don't manage to wake up at dawn every day and work, then promise me you'll desert me forever, Ivan Romanich.
I promise to desert you forever.
Father had us up at 7. Now, Irina opens her eyes at 7, but she lies in bed until 9. Thinking, with such a serious look on her face.
You look at me like I'm a little girl, so you think it's strange if my face looks serious, but I'm all grown up.
My God! I really understand that desire to work. I never worked a day in my life. I was born in Petersburg, where it's cold and people are lazy. My family never knew hardship. I remember when I got home from school, our servant would take off my boots while I threw a tantrum. But my mother just looked at me adoringly, surprised that the servants looked less than adoring as I kicked them. My parents kept me from hard work always. But now, times have changed. There's a hurricane on the horizon gathering speed and force, and soon it will be here. A great and terrible wind will clean out our lazy, sick indifference, and anyone who has ever expressed boredom will be washed clean out. I myself will work, and in 25 or 30 years we will all work. Everyone!
Not me!
You know that.
You won't be alive in 25 years, thank God. In a few years, you'll have a heart attack and drop dead, my friend. Or I'll lose my temper and put a bullet through your head.
I've never done a thing. After I left school, I didn't lift a finger. Never got to the end of a book. I read the paper. And I read in the paper about some famous writer, so now I know his name and the fact that he's famous. But what he says, I've no idea. Oh, that's for me, a visitor. I'll be right there!
He's got something up his sleeve.
Indeed, he looked rather triumphant. He must have a large present for you.
Oh, how unpleasant.
Yes, it's awful. He can be such a little boy.
By the bending sea, a green oak tree where a golden chain is bound.
You're not happy, Masha. Where are you going?
Home.
That's strange.
You leave a birthday.
Oh, it's all the same day. I'll come back tonight. Bye, darling. I wish you health and happiness. Back when Father was alive, 30 or 40 officers would come to our parties, and it was wonderfully loud. But today, we have approximately a man and a half, and it's as loud as the desert. I'm leaving. Touch of melancholy, as they say. I'm no fun right now. Don't listen to me. We can have a good talk tomorrow. But goodbye for now, darling. I'm off. I'll go somewhere.
You're really something.
I understand you, Masha.
When a man talks philosophy, you get sophistry. But when a woman talks philosophy, or God forbid too, you might as well pull my finger.
What is that supposed to mean, you horrible man?
Nothing. A man cannot breathe in any case when a brown bear comes and sits on his face. And that is how life is.
Oh, stop blubbering.
Come in, old man. Your feet are clean. A cake from Porter Popov at the council office.
Thanks. Tell him I said thanks.
What?
Thank him.
Nanny, get Firapont something to eat. Firapont, go and get something to eat.
What?
Come with me, Grandpa. Let's go.
I don't like that Protopopov, whatever his name is. You shouldn't have invited him.
I didn't.
Good.
darlings, you're all I've got. I love you more than anything in the world. I'm an old man, a husk of a man, aware of my own insignificance. The best thing about me is my love for you. And if it weren't for you three, I'd have given up the ghost long ago. Darling, I've known you since the day you were born. I held you in my arms. I love your mother. May she rest in peace.
But why such expensive presents?
Expensive presents. That's ridiculous. Put the samovar over here. Expensive presents.
My dears, a strange colonel at the door. A stranger. Never saw him before. Only took off his overcoat, my angel. He's come on his way in. Erie, be nice. My lunch is already getting cold. Lord have mercy.
It must be Vershinen. Lieutenant Colonel Vershinen.
I have the honor of presenting myself, Vershinen. I'm so happy to finally be in your home. Look at you, what you've become.
Sit anywhere. We're so glad you've come.
Happy I'm here. But there are three sisters. I remember three little girls. I don't remember your faces, but I remember your father, Colonel Prozoroff, had three little girls. I saw you with my own eyes. How time flies. How time flies.
He's from Moscow.
Moscow! You're from Moscow!
Yes, your father was a commander in Moscow, and I was an officer under his command. Now your face, I really believe I remember.
But are you? No.
Oh yeah! Come quick! Colonel Vershinin from Moscow.
And you're Olga, the oldest. And you're Masha, and you're Irina, the baby.
You're from Moscow?
Yes, I studied in Moscow, I joined the army there, I served there for a long time, and finally got my own command here in this town. Funny, I don't really remember you, but I remember there were three sisters. Your father remains perfectly stamped in my memory. I can close my eyes and still see him under my eyelids. I used to visit you at your house in Moscow.
I thought I remembered everyone.
My full name is Alexander Ignatievich.
Alexander Ignatievich from Moscow. What a surprise.
We're moving back, in fact.
Perhaps by September. We are Muscovites. We were born there on Old Basmania Street.
Oh, a fellow comrade. Well, now I remember. I do. Oh, yeah. Do you remember they used to tell stories about the love-sick major? You were only a young soldier then, but you were in love, and so they teased you and called you the love-sick major.
Yes, that's it, the lovesick major, that was me.
You only had little whiskers then. Oh, you've gotten older.
Yes, they used to call me the lovesick major because I was young and I was in love. Now, times have changed.
But you really don't look so bad. You're older, but you're not old.
And yet I'm 43. When did you come from Moscow?
11 years ago. Masha, what's wrong? Oh, don't cry, silly. You'll make me cry.
Nothing. What street did you live on?
Old Basmania.
Same as us.
And then I lived on Nemesky Street. I'd walk on Nemesky down to the barracks. Do you remember that sad old bridge down there? The water rushing under your feet. What a sound. Alone on that bridge, sound could make your soul go all cold. But this river here, such a joyful, big river, so wide and strong.
Yes, but cold. Cold with mosquitoes.
Come on now. Good weather here. Fresh, bracing, healthy, Slavic. A forest, a river, and birch trees. Birches, as humble as they are beautiful. Of all trees, I love them most. It's a good life here. But strange, no train station for 18 miles. No one knows why.
I know why. Because if the station were near, it wouldn't be far. And if it were far, it wouldn't be near.
Very funny, Vasily Vasilyich.
Now I remember you. I remember.
I knew your mother.
A good woman, God bless her soul.
Mama is buried in Moscow.
In Novotkirchye Cemetery.
Imagine I'm already beginning to forget her face. One day no one will remember us either. We'll be forgotten too.
True. Will be forgotten. That's life. There's no getting around it. Our projects, our obsessions, serious, big, important. Time will come when they won't be important anymore. And you can't guess what will be considered vast and important and what will be considered small and ridiculous. When Columbus and Copernicus first appeared, people thought they were laughable. What a backwards dribble of some idiot was the gospel truth. It may be that our lives, so familiar and dear to us, will one day seem strange, stupid, disgusting, and depraved.
Who knows? They might call us stewards of knowledge, a high point of civilization. We don't have torture, capital punishment, invasions, but still, all the suffering.
You don't need chicken seed for the baron. He can dine upon philosophy.
Would you leave me alone, for God's sake? It's not funny anymore. But in spite of all the suffering, there are other cultural improvements, moral progress.
Yes, yes, of course.
You said, Baron, that you'll call our lives a high point, but people are basically low. It's like, look how short I am, for instance. Keep calling me elevated, I like it.
That's Andre Clay, our brother.
He's the scholar of the family. He was born to be a professor. Father was a military man, but he gave birth to an academic.
And that's what Papa wanted for him.
I'm afraid we teased him today. He's in love
With a local girl. She might come to lunch.
Oh, and her clothes. They're not ugly or unfashionable. They're just sad. A strange yellowish skirt with pathetic fringe topped off with a red jacket. And her pink cheeks scrubbed to they're like apples. Andre can't be in love. I won't allow it. He's just teasing us. He's got some taste. I heard she's marrying Proto Popov, the chairman of the county council, which would be perfect. Andre!
This is my brother, Andre.
Virginia.
Nice to meet you. You're the new battery commander?
He's from Moscow.
Oh? Well, congratulations. Now my sisters won't leave you alone.
I think I already bored your sister.
Look at this picture frame Andre gave me today for my birthday. He made it himself.
Oh, yes, what a thing.
And this one on the piano. He made this too.
Andre's our little scholar. He plays the violin and can carve so many, many objects out of wood. He's practically a Renaissance man. Andre, don't go. He's always wandering off. Come back.
Oh, don't be silly. They used to tease Rashid and call him the lovesick major. He didn't get upset.
Not in the least.
I'll tell you, the lovesick violinist.
Or the lovesick professor.
Andre's in love. Andriosha's in love. Andriosha's in love.
Oh, love, sweet love alone, did nature put us on this earth?
Enough already. I didn't sleep at all last night, and I'm not myself today. I stayed up reading until 4, then I went to bed, but nothing happened. I thought of this and that, and suddenly the sun is climbing into my bedroom. It's so early. This summer, while I'm here, I want to translate this wonderful English novel.
You read English?
Yes. Father, may he rest in peace, oppressed us with education. I know it sounds funny, but after he died, I started to put on the pounds. It was like my body was suddenly freeing itself of my father and his discipline. Thanks to my father, we all know French, German, English, and Arena knows Italiano. But at what cost?
It's a silly affectation to know 3 languages in a town like this one. No, not even an affectation. It's an extra appendage, like a 6th finger. We know too much.
You know too much. How can that be? I can't believe any town could be so backward that there's no use for intelligent, educated people. Imagine, out of 100,000 people in this town, I believe it's a little forlorn and lacks culture. Okay. But let's say there are only 3 people like you 3 sisters. Of course you can't transform the masses. You will dissolve into them. You will be silenced by life. Life itself will hush you up. But you won't dissolve without an imprint. After your death, there will be 6 more like you, and then 12, and so on, until people like you, enlightened people, will become the majority. In 200 or 300 years, life on earth will be beyond beautiful beyond imagination, sublime. Man needs that life. And if it doesn't yet exist, he must sense it coming, wait for it, prepare for it, by dreaming of it. And that is why we must perceive more deeply than our parents perceived, see more fully than our grandparents saw. You complain that you know too much.
I'll stay for lunch. You should really write that all down.
You say that life on earth will be beautiful, sublime, could be. But to experience even a fraction of that beauty, even now, from far off, we need to lay the groundwork. We need to work.
Yes. Look at these flowers. What a beautiful place you all live in. I envy you. I've lived my life in tiny apartments with 2 chairs, a couch, and heaters that sputter. I think what I have been missing all my life are exactly these flowers. Oh well, what can you do?
Yes, we need to work. You might think, there's the German getting sentimental. But look, I'm Russian. I don't even speak German. My father was Russian Orthodox.
I often think, what if we could begin life over again consciously? The life we lived before would be a smudgy, rough draft. New life would be clean. The book itself. We wouldn't repeat our old mistakes. We'd at least invent a new setting for ourselves, a room full of flowers and masses of light. I have a wife and 2 little girls, and my wife is not a well lady and so on. But if I could begin life over again from the beginning, I wouldn't be married. No, no.
Dearest, dearest, dearest sister! Allow me to congratulate you on the day of your birthday, and to wish you, from my heart, health, and everything else a girl your age might wish, within the bounds of reason and propriety. Here's a token from me to you, a history of our local high school, written by yours truly. It's a little nothing, a trifle. I wrote it long ago when I had nothing better to do. But all the same, read it. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The name is Cregan, teacher at the local high school, civil servant of the 7th class. You can find every single graduate from our high school in this little book. Every name for the past 50 years. Feci quod potui, facant meliora potentes.
You gave me this book last Easter.
Did I? All right, then give it back. Or let's give it to the Colonel. There, Colonel. Read it when you're overcome with boredom.
Thank you. I'm overjoyed to have met each of you.
You're leaving? Stay for lunch.
Please. Thank you, Fortune, on a birthday cake. I'm so sorry, I had no idea. I would have said happy birthday if I had known.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, is Sunday, the day of rest. And so, let us rest, each according to his age and capacity. The rugs need to be rolled up for the summer, hiding until winter in mothballs. The Romans were a robust people. They knew how to work hard and how to rest. Mens sana in corpore sano. Their lives moved in regular orbit, pattern, and form. Our headmaster says, the most important thing in life is form. When things lose their form, they lose their nature. And the same is true of everyday life. Masha loves me. My wife loves me. And the curtains should go with the rugs. Today I'm happy, in fine fiddle. Masha, we're expected at the headmaster's at 4 o'clock. They've arranged a little hike for faculty and for faculty wives.
I'm not going.
Masha, my Masha, mine, why not?
We'll talk about it later. Fine, I'll go. Just leave me alone.
So, we'll spend the evening with the headmaster. In spite of his weak constitution, he does his best to be social. A shining example to us all. A magnificent, magnanimous man. Yesterday, after the faculty meeting, he said to me, "I'm tired, Fyodor. Exhausted. Your clock is 7 minutes fast." Yes, he says, "I'm exhausted."
Ladies and gentlemen, come and eat. We have pie.
Oh, my dear old Matthew. Yesterday I worked from dawn until 11 o'clock and I was so tired. But today I'm happy, my dear.
Pie, magnificent.
But not a drop of liquor for you. Do you hear me? It's bad for you.
Blah, blah, blah. That's over and done with. I haven't been blotto in 2 years. And who gives a damn if I am?
I do, so don't drink, don't dare, period. God damn it, another boring night at the headmaster's.
If I were you, I wouldn't go. Simple as that.
Don't go, my darling.
Oh, don't go, my darling. Easy for you to say. What a miserable goddamn life.
Now.
That's enough, Vasilius. That will do. To your health, Colonel. I'm a teacher by profession, but here I'm sort of my own man. And Masha's husband. She's a good one, you know. She's a good woman.
Cheers to your health. I feel as if I've come home.
She married at 18 when she thought her husband the most intelligent man. Not anymore. He's the most good, but not the most intelligent.
Andre, come on, finally.
What are you thinking?
It's just, I don't like that friend of yours, so young. He scares me. Everything that comes out of his mouth is nonsense.
He's a strange duck. I feel bad for him. And he grates on me, but mostly I feel bad for him. I think he's probably shy. When it's only me and him, he can be very smart and even sweet. But in a group, he's rude. A bully. Don't go yet. Let them unfold their napkins. Let me be around you. What are you thinking? You're young. Think how many years we have ahead of us. A long, long carpet of days unfolding full of my love for you.
Oh, don't talk to me about love.
I want to live, Irina. I have this hunger for struggle, for labor. And this hunger merges in my soul with my love for you, Irina, as if by design. You are so beautiful. And for that reason, life seems to me just as beautiful. What are you thinking?
You say life is beautiful. But what if it only seems that way? For us, three sisters, life has not been beautiful. It chokes us like weeds. Oh, tears. We don't need work. We need to work. That's why we're unhappy. We stare at life through the outside in through a dark pane of glass, thinking it awful because we don't know how to work. We were born to parents who despise labor.
Oh, you're eating already. Oh dear, I'm late. The hair's not so bad. My dear Irina Sergeyevna! Happy birthday! So many guests. I feel quite shy. Oh, hello, Karen.
Ah, Natalia Ivanovna has arrived.
Hello, my dear girl.
Such a big fancy party.
I had no idea. I'm terribly shy.
Oh, don't be silly. We're all old friends. You're wearing a green belt. My dear, that's not good.
Why? Is it bad luck?
No, it just doesn't suit your dress. It's somehow strange.
Well, do you think so? It's not really green though. It's more greeny beige.
Colonel Vershinin, may I introduce Natalia Ivanovna?
Very nice to meet you.
How do you do?
I hope you find yourself a good husband, Irina. Your clock is ticking.
Natalia, I hope you catch a husband too.
Natalia already has a fiancé.
Another shot for me. Oh, what the hell? Life is a raspberry. One little bite and it's gone!
You get a C- for behavior.
This vodka's delicious. What's in it?
Cockroaches.
Oh, why do you have to be so disgusting?
For dinner, we will be roasting a bird and having pie. I'm home all day, thank God, and this evening, so I hope all of you can join us again for dinner.
Will you allow me the honor of coming?
Of course.
Well,
They don't stand on ceremony here.
Love alone did nature put us on this earth to roll.
Oh, stop it. On your slippers.
They're already eating lunch. Hold still.
Oh, no!
Wait a minute. One more. I don't move again.
Happy birthday, I wish you everything. Everything. It is beautiful out today. Shockingly beautiful. I walked all morning with my students. I teach gym at the high school.
You can move, Arena. You can move now. You are interesting today. Look what I brought. A gift for you. It makes a day.
By the bending sea, a green oak tree where a golden chain is bound. And on that chain, a cultured cat spins round and round. Why do I keep saying that? That phrase has been stuck in me since early morning.
There are now 13 of us!
Ladies and gentlemen, you're not superstitious, are you?
When 13 people sit down to eat, it means 2 of them are in love. Is it you, Ivan Romanovich?
I'm an old sinner. But why is Natalia Ivanovna blushing? I can't imagine.
It's all right. Don't listen to them. Wait.
I'm so embarrassed. I don't know what's happening inside me. They always laugh at me. I know it's terrible manners to leave the table like that. I can't agree.
Darling, please don't take it to heart. I mean, trust me, they're joking. They mean well. Darling, they're sincere, good people. They love me. And you.
They're just not used to high society.
Oh, you beautiful, perfect, darling, my love. Don't worry. Believe me. Believe me. It feels so pure, so good, so alive. I'm happy. My soul is giddy with love, with ecstasy. Oh, what is it? What made me fall in love with you, and why? I have no idea. My dear, good, my pure darling. Be my wife. I love you. Love like no one. Never.
What are you doing, Andrusha? Reading? Oh, it's nothing. No lamps lit.
Natasha, what is it?
Just wanted to make sure no lamps are burning. During the holidays, the help forgets absolutely everything. You have to watch them like a hawk or the house will simply fall to pieces. Last night at 12 o'clock, I saw a candle burning in the living room. I still don't know who left it burning. What time is it?
After 8.
And Olga and Irina still working. Always working. Poor things. Olga's at some teacher's meeting. Irina's at the telegraph office. And this morning I said to your sister, I said, you really must save your strength, Irina, my dove. But she didn't listen. 8:15, you said. I'm worried our little Bobik is sick. Why is he so cold? Yesterday he was so hot, now he's so cold, I'm worried sick.
He's fine, Natasha. He's healthy.
Maybe. But I think I'll start him on a new diet. But I'm afraid. And the carnival people are descending on us tonight. Well, it's better if they don't. Come on, Trusha.
I don't know. They were invited.
This morning, the baby woke up and looked at me. And he smiled. The most beautiful smile. I just knew he recognized me. Bobek, I said, Bobelicious. Hello, my little boy. And he laughed. Babies are so smart. They understand absolutely everything. So, Trusha, I'll tell the servants not to let the carnival people in tonight.
But it's up to my sisters. They're in charge.
Of course they're in charge too. I'll tell them what I've decided. They're so sweet. I've ordered yogurt for dinner. The doctor says you need to eat yogurt and only yogurt or you won't lose any weight. Bobek's cold. I'm afraid he's cold in that room. He must be cold. But we should move him to another room, at least until it's warmer. Irina's room, for instance, would be perfect for a baby. It's dry and gets sun all day. But I'll tell her she can share a room with Olga. She won't care. She's hardly home. She only sleeps here. Sweetie. Sweetie pie, why are you so quiet?
Just lost in thought. What is there to say?
Right. Now, there was something else I wanted to tell you. Oh, right. Farapont is here from the council. He wants to talk to you.
Send him in. Hello, old friend. What can you tell me?
The chairman sent you a book and some papers here.
Thanks. Good. But why didn't you come earlier? It's almost 9 o'clock.
What?
I said, why so late? It's almost 9.
Oh, true enough, sir. It was still light out when I came to find you, but they wouldn't let me in. Oh, the master's busy, she said. All right. It's all right. If you're busy, I thought. I'm in no hurry. What?
Nothing. Tomorrow's Friday. There are no meetings, but I'll stop in anyway. Keep busy. It's boring at home. Oh, my friend, life is so strangely changing, so deceptive. Today I was bored, so I picked up this book, my old notes from university, and I thought, how absurd. Oh my God, I'm a clerk for the county council, lorded over by Protopopov. I'm a clerk. The most I can hope for is to become a full member of a provincial county council. Me, on the county council. Me, the same man who dreams every night. He's a professor at Moscow University, a public intellectual, the pride of Russia.
I don't know. My hearing's bad.
If you could hear, I probably wouldn't talk to you. I need to talk to someone. My wife doesn't understand me. My sisters, I'm afraid of. I don't know why. I'm afraid they'll poke fun at me, humiliate me. I don't drink, I don't like bars, but how happy I'd be in Moscow right this minute, sitting on a stool at Tiestov's or the Grand Moscow.
Speaking of Moscow, the guy at the office was telling a story the other day. Some guys in Moscow, businessmen, were eating blintzes. One of them ate 40 blintzes, dropped dead. Maybe it was 40, maybe 50. I can't remember.
In Moscow, you can be sitting in a huge restaurant full of people you don't know anyone, and no one knows you, but you don't feel like a stranger. Here, in this town, you know everyone, and everyone knows you, but you feel like a foreigner, a stranger, strange and alone.
What? Oh, and the same guy was saying, now, he may have been making this up. There's this rope, he says, stretches all the way across Moscow.
What for?
Don't know. That's what the guy said.
He made it up. Have you ever been to Moscow?
No, not in God's plan. Mind if I go?
Oh, sure. Take care of yourself. Good night. You can pick up these papers tomorrow morning. Wait a minute. He's gone. Oh, well.
I don't know. Of course, you can get used to anything. Took us a while after Father died to get used to not having all of his officers in the house. It may be different in other towns, but here the most cultured, well-mannered, attractive people are in the military.
I'm suddenly thirsty. I'd love some tea.
It'll be ready soon. They married me off when I was 18. I was afraid of my husband because he was a teacher and I was barely out of school. I thought he was the most wise, cultured, important person I'd ever met. Not anymore. Oh well. And the rest of the people in this town, and I don't mean my husband, I'm used to him. They're so rude. They have no manners, no culture. I get so upset when people are stupid, rude, unthinking. I actually suffer when I see someone with no manners, no gentleness. When I'm forced to spend time with my husband's colleagues, I suffer.
Yes. But it seems to me that military and civilians are equally uninteresting. At least in this town, it's all the same. You listen to any soldier or intellectual around here, he's sick of his wife, he's sick of his house, he's sick of his horse. Russians are supposed to be lofty thinkers, right? Our heads are in the clouds, but our feet are in the mud. In life, why do we reach so low? Why? Why are we sick of our children, sick of our wives? Why are they so sick and tired of us?
You're not yourself today.
Could be. I forgot to eat lunch. I haven't eaten since this morning. My daughter's under the weather. My conscience eats away at me when my daughters are sick. It kills me what they've got for a mother. You should have seen her today. She's almost not a person. We started fighting at 7 in the morning. I slammed the door at 9 and left. I never talk about it. It's strange. You're the only one I complain to. Don't be angry with me. Without you, I've no one. No one.
I had a strange sound in the chimney. Before my father died, the chimney made a whooshing noise just like that.
Are you superstitious?
Yes.
It's funny. You are a wondrous, magnificent woman. Magnificent, wondrous. It's dark, but I can see your eyes. They shine.
There's more light here.
I love, love, love your eyes. I dream of how you move. Magnificent, wondrous woman.
When you talk that way, I laugh even though I'm afraid. Don't speak, I beg you. Oh, keep talking. What the hell? Change the subject.
They call me Baron Tusenbach, grown-up old shower, but I'm really Russian Orthodox, like you. I retain only my German stubbornness and my patience. I will wear you out with patience. I walk you home every night.
I'm so tired.
And I'll continue to walk you home every night from that telegraph office for the next 10 to 20 years, unless you shoo me away. Oh, it's you. Hello.
God, I'm finally home. Today, a woman at the telegraph office needed to telegraph her brother that her son had died. and she can't for the life of her remember his address. So she sends it without an address, just writes down a name and a town. She was crying. I was rude to her for no reason. I said, I don't have time for this. It just came out. Oh, how stupid. Are the carnival people coming tonight?
Yes.
I have to rest. I'm tired.
You come home from work, you look like a sad child.
I'm tired. I hate the telegraph office. I really do.
He looks thinner, younger. Her face is starting to look like a boy's.
Because of her hairstyle?
I have to find another job. This one doesn't suit me, not at all. The things I wanted, the things I dreamed of, are not at the telegraph office. It's labor without poetry, without meaning. The doctor's knocking. Would you knock back, dear? I can't. Too tired. He's coming now. We need to do something. Last night, the doctor and Andre were out at the club gambling again. They say Andre lost 200 rubles.
What can we do now?
He lost in December, then he lost again 2 weeks ago. If he'd just go ahead and lose everything, maybe we could leave this town. My God, I dream of Moscow every night. I'm like a crazy person. We move in June, so January, February, March, April, May, that's almost half a year.
We can't let Natasha find out about all the money he's lost.
I can't imagine that she cares.
Here he comes. Has he paid rent?
No, not for the last 8 months. He's clearly forgotten.
Oh, look at him sitting like that.
Why are you so quiet?
I don't know. I'd love some tea. Half my life for a cup of tea. I forgot to eat lunch.
Irina Sergeyevna,
What is it?
come here, Venezisi. I'm lost without you.
Well, if tea isn't coming, we might as well philosophize.
Let's! About what?
About what? Dream a little. For instance, life as it will be lived after we're gone in 200 or 300 years.
Well, after we're gone, people will most likely fly in balloons, wear a different kind of coat, and discover a sixth sense. But life will essentially be just the same. It's difficult, and happy, and full of mystery. 1,000 years from now, people will still be sighing just as we do. Oh, life is hard. All the same, they will fear death and try to avoid dying, just as we do now.
How can I say this? I think everything in the world changes. Little moment by little moment. While we're watching life go by, it's changing imperceptibly. In 200 or 300 years, or 1,000, a new life, a happy life will begin. And we won't be part of it, but it's what we're living for now. We're working, we're suffering for it. Without realizing it, we're building it. And that is our purpose for being here at all. You might say that alone is our happiness.
What's funny?
I don't know. I started laughing this morning, and I've been laughing all day long.
Happiness isn't ours to have, nor should it be. We'll leave that for those who come along afterwards. Not for me, but for my own ones, and theirs come after.
According to you, we shouldn't even dream of happiness. But what if I'm happy?
You're not.
Obviously, we don't see eye to eye. How can I convince you? Okay, laugh. 200 or 300 years? It's immaterial. Even in 1,000,000 years, life will be exactly the same. Life is unchanging, remains constant, follows its own laws. Laws that aren't any of our business, that we'll never understand. Birds who migrate, cranes, they fly on and on, no matter what thoughts, big or small, wander into their heads. They fly, not knowing why or where. Even if 1 or 2 birds become a philosopher, still they fly. It doesn't matter what a couple of them philosophizes, as long as they all keep flying.
But there must be meaning.
Meaning? Look, it's snowing. What is the meaning of snow?
person has to believe in something or search out some kind of faith, otherwise life is empty. Nothing. How can you live not knowing why cranes fly, why children are born, why there are stars in the sky? Either you know why you live, or nothing makes any difference.
Too bad we can't stay young.
Gogol wrote, ladies and gentlemen, life is a bore.
And I say, ladies and gentlemen, you're impossible to argue with. You're completely...
Balzac was married in Berdichev. I must write that down in my little book. Balzac was married in Berdichev.
Balzac was married in Berdichev.
The die is cast. Maria Sergeyevna, I'm resigning from the military.
I heard. Too bad. I hate civilians.
Who cares? What kind of a military figure can I cut? Oh, who cares? But I'm going to start working. For once, I want to work so hard that when I come home at night dead tired, I can pour myself into bed and fall right to sleep. Real laborers must sleep soundly.
I bought you some colored pencils and a little knife on Moscow Street.
You're used to treating me like a little girl, but I'm all grown up. Oh, they're adorable.
And I bought a little knife for myself. See? 1, 2, 3 blades. One for digging in your ears. One a little scissors. And this for nail cleaning.
Doctor, how old are you?
Me? 32.
Now I'll show you another kind of patience. The card game.
Oh, that wind.
Yes, I'm sick and tired of winter. I've already forgotten what summer is like.
Look, I've won at patience. See the cards? That means we'll go to Moscow.
No, you haven't. See? The 8th is on the 2 of spades. That means you won't go to Moscow.
An outbreak of smallpox in Tsitsigar.
Masha, Matushka, tea is ready. Tea is served, Your Excellency. Forgive me, dear. I forgot your name.
Oh, bring it here, Nanny. I don't want to go over there.
Nanny!
Coming!
Babies who are still breastfeeding understand absolutely everything. Bobek, I said, hello, sweetheart. And he gives me this look, this incredible look. Oh, of course, you think she goes on like this because she's his mother. But no, I promise you, he really is a remarkable child.
If that child were mine, I would fry him up in a frying pan and eat him.
What a rude, badly brought up man.
Happy people don't notice if it's summer or winter. If I were in Moscow, I wouldn't care about the weather.
The other day, I was reading this diary of some French politician. He wrote it in jail. He was convicted of fraud. He spoke with such rapture, such delight about the birds he saw outside his prison window. When he was a politician, he never noticed the birds. And after he got out of jail, he stopped noticing the birds. If you lived in Moscow, you would cease to see Moscow as you actually live there. See, you can never have happiness itself. You can only wish for it, long for it.
Where's the candy?
Sulioni ate it.
All of it?
A letter came for you, sir.
Come on, John. Yes, of course. Excuse me, Masha, I won't have tea. I'll just slip out. It's always the same old story.
What happened? A secret?
My wife poisoned herself again. I must go. I'll just slip out. No one will notice. Horribly unpleasant, all of this. Good, kind, sweet nights. I'll go quietly.
Where's he going? I just served the tea. Don't have
Stop it! You're always nosing into our affairs. I've had enough to hear with you, old woman.
Why are you so offended, dear? But please, so you just sit there.
Well, I'll just sit here. Enough with your cards. Drink your tea.
You're being mean, Masha.
Well, if I'm I'm being mean. Don't talk to me. Don't touch me.
Oh, don't touch her, don't touch her.
You're 60 years old, but you act like a goddamn child.
Masha, dear, why do you use language like that? You have a lovely face and nice features and could be charming in society, to be frank, if it weren't for your swearing. Je vous prie, pardonnez-moi, Marie, mais vous avez des manières un peu grossières.
I hope there's cognac there.
Il paraît que mon Bobbic déjà ne dort pas. He woke up. Oh dear, he's a little fussy today. I hope he's all right. I'll go check on him. Excuse me.
But where has the colonel gone?
Oh, something's wrong with his wife.
You're always sitting alone, thinking God knows what. Look, let's have a truce. Let's have some cognac. I'll play the piano all night. I might play a load of garbage, but what the hell?
What truce? We weren't fighting.
You always give me the feeling there's something off between us. You're a strange man, you have to admit.
I am strange, but who is not? Be not angry, Olleko.
Who's Olleko?
When I'm alone with one other person, I feel fine. I'm like anyone else. But in a group, I feel boring and shy, so I enjoy saying utter horseshit. But I'm more honest and noble than most people, and I can prove it.
You're always getting on my nerves. And you pick on me in public, constantly. But still, I like you. What the hell? No matter what else happens today, I'm going to get drunk. Let's drink.
Stroke it. I never had anything against you, Baron, but I have the soul of Lermontov. In fact, I even look like Lermontov. So I've been told.
I handed in my resignation. Basta! 5 years I've been dreaming about it, and finally it's decided. I'm going to work.
Be not angry, Olleko. Forget thy dreams.
And the food was authentic cuisine from the Caucasus. Onion soup, and for the meat course, Czech marta.
Charamsha isn't meat, it's in the onion family.
No, my angel. Czech marta is not an onion, but is in fact mutton.
No, I'm telling you, Charamsha, onion.
No, I'm telling you, Czech marta mutton.
No, I'm telling you, Charamsha, onion.
Why am I arguing with you? You've never been to the Caucasus, and you've never even eaten Czech marta.
I never tried it because I can't stand it. Charamsha stinks like garlic.
That's enough, you two, please.
When are the carnival people coming?
They promised to come around 9, so anytime now.
Senye no mi e mori, senye no mi e no mi e senye no mi e mori, senye no mi
Oh, my lovely boy. Everybody say no little thing, I put you on the front.
There are 2 universities in Moscow.
There's only one university in Moscow.
I'm telling you, there are 2.
Make it 3, the more the merrier.
In Moscow, there are 2 universities. In Moscow, there are 2 universities, the old and the new. But if you don't want to listen because I annoy you, I'll stop talking. I'll even go to another room.
Bravo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. I'm ready to play. Not Solioni.
The Baron is drunk. We love the Baron, but he is drunk. The Baron is so drunk. The Baron is drunk. The Baron is so drunk.
be any carnival people. See, my dear, Natasha says that Bubik isn't feeling well. And the thing is, I don't know. I decidedly do not care.
Bobik isn't well.
Oh well, life goes on. We won't disappear. If they're kicking us out, we'll go. It isn't Bobik who's sick. It's Natasha. Right here. She's a piece of work.
Too bad. I'm looking forward to a party. But if the child is sick, of course, I'll bring him a little toy tomorrow.
I purposely took a long nap after lunch today. And look, it's only 9.
Let's go outside. We can talk, figure out something to do.
Right, yeah.
Oh, Baron.
I never managed to get married because life passed me by in a flash. And because I was crazy about your mother, who was already married.
People shouldn't get married. It's boring.
True, but it's not lonely. Philosophize all you want, but solitude is a terrible thing, my friend. On the other hand, who gives a shit?
Let's hurry up.
Why the rush? We'll get there in time.
I'm afraid my wife will stop us.
I won't gamble tonight. I'll just watch you.
Philip, this shortness of breath. What should I do for shortness of breath?
Don't ask me. I can't remember, my friend. Don't know.
Let's go out in the back.
Who is it?
It's the carnival people.
Danny, tell them no one's home. I hope they forgive us.
No one's here. Where is everyone?
Gone home.
That's strange. You're all alone?
Yes. Good night.
I behaved badly earlier. I was being stupid. But you're not like the others. You're pure. Above it all, you can see the truth. You're the only one who can understand me. You alone. I love, deeply and endlessly love you.
Good night. Go away.
I can't live without you. My bliss. My soul's happiness. Those eyes of yours. Those mysterious, stunning, almost too bright eyes. I've never seen another woman with eyes anything like yours.
Stop it, Vasily Vasilich.
It's the first time I've spoken to you of love. And I'm not standing on this earth. I'm on another planet. Well, fine. You can't force love. But I won't stand for any rivals. I swear to you, by all that's holy, I'll kill the competition. Oh, you beautiful girl.
There's Andrea. Let him read. Excuse me? Vasily Vasilich, I didn't know you were here. I'm in my nightgown.
Who cares? Goodbye.
Tired, sweetheart. Poor thing. You should get to bed earlier.
Is Bobik sleeping?
He is, but not very well. By the way, dear, I wanted to talk to you, but you're never here and I never have the time. I think it's too cold and damp in Bobik's nursery, but your room is just perfect for a baby. Darling, would you be a love and move in with Olga?
Where?
You and Olga can share a room. For now, Bobik can have yours. He's such an angel. Today I said, Bobik, you are mine, all mine. And he looked at me with a sweet little eye. That's probably Olga. in his sleigh. Men are funny. Someone's ringing. I'll just go for 15 minutes. A little spin. Tell him I'm coming. Who's ringing? It's probably Olga.
How do you like that? They said there would be a party.
Strange, I was just here, maybe half an hour. They were waiting for the carnival people.
Everyone's gone.
Masha too? Where could she have gone to? And why is Protopopov downstairs waiting in a sleigh? Who's he waiting for?
Don't interrogate me. I'm tired.
Well, little Miss Princess.
My meeting just finished. I'm worn out. Our headmistress is sick, so I'll have to take her place. Oh, head. My head hurts. My head. Yesterday, Andrei lost 200 rubles at cards. The whole town is talking.
Yes. Even I got tired of that meeting.
My wife wanted to frighten me. She came this close to poisoning herself. It's all right. What a relief. I'm happy. Should we be going? Yes. Well, let me wish everyone good night. Fyodor Ilyich, come with me somewhere. I can't go home. I can't. Let's go for a walk.
I'm tired. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm tired. Did my wife go home?
She must have.
Good night. We can rest tomorrow and the day after that. Good night. I want tea! I was planning to spend the evening in pleasant company and, oh, verlachen Holmes. Accusative case. Excellent.
Which means I will go alone.
Head hurts. Head. Andrei lost. Whole town talking. I'm going to bed. Tomorrow is a holiday. Oh God, how lovely that will be. Tomorrow I'm free. The day after I'm free. My head hurts. Oh.
Everyone's gone. No one's left.
Home in half an hour. Well, I'll just take the littlest ride.
To Moscow. To Moscow. To Moscow.
Children, hiding under the stairs. Come up now, come up, I say. You can't sit there like that. He'll make cries, ain't Daddy? We don't know where he is. Please, God, don't make him be all burnt up. Can you imagine? And in the yard, so many people half naked.
Here, this grayish one, take it. And this little one here in this apron, too. This old skirt, take it, Nana. What in the world is happening? The whole street must have burned to the ground. Oh, take this and this. The poor Vershinans are scared to death. Their house is almost charred to pieces. They should spend the night with us. We can't let them go back home. And poor Fedotik, he lost everything in the fire. He's got nothing.
Why did you call the Arab Pope, Olushka? I can't carry all this.
He won't hear. Someone, come up! Oh, what a terrible thing. It's too much. Oh, good. Thank you, dear. Here, take downstairs.
What?
Under the stairs, the Culatinin girls camped out. Give them this and this.
Yes, ma'am.
Moscow burned in 1812. My God, I bet it took those Frenchies by surprise. Willing to burn our own city down instead of letting the frogs in.
Go on, get moving. No. Give everything away. We don't need it. Just give it all away. No, I'm tired. Hardly standing on my legs. We can't let the Vershinins go home. The little girls can sleep in the living room. Vershinin downstairs with the Baron. Fedotic, too. Or let him stay with us in the hall. The doctor's drunk, of course, can barely stand. We can't let anyone near him. Vershinin's wife, the living room.
Oh, Yushka, dear, don't put me out of the house. Please.
Oh, Nanny, what a silly thing to say. No one is putting you out of this house.
My darling, my little one, you're like my own. I labor, I work, but I'm getting weak. And I hear them say, get rid of her. But where will I go? Where? I'm over 80, almost 82.
Sit, nothing. You're tired, you poor thing. You just rest, my good one. You're so pale.
I hear they want to create a charity to help the fire victims as soon as possible. It's such a good idea. As a general rule, rich people should help poor people, don't you find? It's the responsibility of the rich. Volvic and little Sophia dropped off to sleep with no fuss, as if nothing in the world could ever be wrong. And so many people everywhere. I mean, the house is crammed full. I can't move without bumping into someone. And there's a terrible flu going around. I'm worried the children will catch it.
You can't see the fire from here. It's peaceful, this room.
Yes. Oh, I must look terrible. People say I'm filling out in the middle. It's not true, not a bit. Oh, Masha's asleep. Wiped out, poor thing. How dare you sit when I'm standing right here? Get up! Hey, get out! Why you keep that old lady? I can't for the life of me understand.
Excuse me. I do not understand you.
She has no purpose here at all. She's a peasant. She should be put out to pasture. Why do you coddle her? I like order in the house. I mean, useless people have no place in the home. Oh, you're tired. Poor thing, our head mistress is tired. When my little Sophia grows up and goes to school, I'll be afraid of you.
I won't be headmistress.
Yes, you will. Oh, yeah. They've decided already.
I'll say no, I can't. I don't have the strength. You were so rude to Nanny. I'm sorry, I can't stand it. I can't even see. Black dots in front of my eyes.
Forgive me. Oh, yeah. Forgive me. I didn't mean to make you mad.
Try to understand, my dear. You might say we were raised strangely. But I will not stand for this. The way you treated her, it makes me sick. It chops my soul to bits.
Forgive me. Forgive me.
Even the smallest blunder, a word said without gentleness, it makes my stomach churn.
I say too much. On occasion. But you have to agree with me, my dear. She could go live in the country.
She's been with us 30 years.
But she can't work. Either I don't understand you or you don't want to understand me. She cannot work. She sleeps or sits.
So let her sit.
Let her sit. She's a servant. I don't understand you, Olya. I have a nurse and a wet nurse. We have a maid, a cook. Why do we need that old lady? Why?
This one night, and I am 10 years older.
Let's come to an understanding, Olya. You live at school. I live at home. You have your teaching. I have a house to run. And when I tell you something about the servants, well, then I know what I'm talking about. I know what I am talking about. And by tomorrow morning, I don't want to see that old bag, that old thief, that witch, and don't you dare argue with me don't move yourself downstairs, we'll be at each other always. It's terrible.
Where's Masha? It's high time we went home. Fire, they say, is burning out. Only one block burned down. At first, that wind blowing, it looked as though the whole town would go. Oh, let you come, my dear. I'm exhausted. I often think, if it weren't for Masha, I would have married you. You're so good. I'm so tortured.
What is it?
The doctor's on the bender, drinking to get drunk, to spite us. Sounds like he's on his way up. You hear him? Oh yes, here he comes. I better walk. I'll hide. Scoundrel!
He hasn't had a drop of liquor in 2 years. Suddenly he's completely gone.
Devils! They think I'm a doctor. Can cure any disease, but I know positively nothing. I've forgotten everything I knew, every goddamn thing. And hell with it. Last Wednesday, I treated a woman. She died. And it's my fault she died. Oh, I used to know something 25 years ago, but now I know nothing. Nothing. My head is emptying. My soul is cold. Maybe I'm not even a man, but a walking thing who appears to have arms, legs, a head. Maybe I don't exist at all. I only think. I walk and sleep and eat. God, not to exist. And hell with it. I mean, at the club, talking, they talk. Shakespeare or Voltaire. I haven't read it. None of it. I made this face to look like I had. Others did the same. The pettiness, pretense, stupidity. And that woman, dead on Wednesday, she came back to me. Everything came back to me. My soul became crooked, ugly, vile. I went and got drunk.
Here, let's sit. No one will come in here.
If it weren't for the soldiers, the whole town would have burned out. Our brave boys. Slavs. They're golden people. Our boys.
What time is it, ladies and gentlemen? After 3. It's getting light.
Everyone's sitting in the hall. No one's leaving. That Solioni of yours is sitting. Doctor, you should go to bed.
It's nothing. Thank you, my queen, your highness. Thank you.
Ivan Romanich, you're officially soused. I commend you. In vino veritas, as the ancients would say.
I've been asked to put together a concert to benefit the victims of the fire.
But who is there to...
We can do it, if we want to do it. Masha, in my opinion, plays the piano like a dream. That she does.
But she's forgotten how. She hasn't played in 3 years or 4.
No one in this town understands music. Not a soul. But me, I do understand it, and I promise you, I do. Masha plays beautifully, masterfully, almost.
You're right, Baron. I love her very much, my Masha. She is a laudable woman.
Imagine being able to play like that, knowing that no one, not a soul, understands.
Yes. But is it really appropriate for her to play in public? Really, gentlemen, I don't know anything. And it would be good. I confess, although the headmaster is a good man, even a very good man, the most intelligent good man, but he has certain views. Of course, it's not his business. But all the same, if you'd like, I could perhaps speak with him.
In the fire, I got covered with dirt. I don't look human. Ma'am?
Yes.
Thank you. Yesterday, I heard a rumor. Brigade is being transferred. Some say Poland, others Siberia.
I've heard that too. What then? The town will be completely empty.
We'll be gone too.
To pieces!
Breaking such a valuable thing, Ivan Romanich. Ivan Romanich, you get a -0 for behavior.
That clock was Mama's.
Well, maybe. So it was Mama's. Maybe I wasn't really breaking it. Only seems like I broke it. And maybe it only seems like we exist, but really, there is no we. I don't know anything. Nobody knows anything. What are you all looking at? Natasha is stooping Protopopov and you don't see it. You all just sit there not seeing, but Natasha is stooping Protopopov. Eat a fake and tell me how you like it eaten.
Yes, well, how strange everything is, essentially. When the fire began, I ran home as fast as I could. Got there, looked. Our house was out of danger. But my two little girls were standing in the doorway in their underwear. No mother in sight. People running, horses running, dogs. And I look at the faces of my two little girls. Panic, terror, a terrible kind of asking written on their faces. My God, I thought, what more will these girls have to live through in a long life? I grabbed them, ran, thinking that one thought, what more will they have to live through in this world? I got here, their mother's here, screaming, angry. And as I looked at the faces of my two little girls, standing in the doorway in their underwear, the street red with fire, noise terrible, reminded me of some enemy invasion from long ago. And the army would sack the town, looting and burning as it went. What a difference between what is and what was. And a little more time will pass. 200 or 300 years. And people will look at our current life, horror, disbelief. And our lives will seem cramped, inconvenient, strange. Oh, what life will be. What a life. Forgive me. I'm philosophizing again. But allow me to keep going. I'm dying to philosophize. I'm in the mood. Everybody's asleep. Say again. What a life it will be. You can only imagine. Right now, in this town, there are only 3 people like you. But in times to come, there will be many more. More and more. Time will come when the whole world will tilt in your direction. Everyone will live like you. And later, you'll grow old, and babies will be born who are better than you. I'm in a special mood today. I want, like hell, to live. Everyone must vow to love, glorious gift from heaven above.
Everyone must vow to love. Tum, tum, tum,
Tum, tum,
ta-ra-ra.
ta-ra-ra.
Burned down, burned clean away. Everything, everything,
Everything? What is
Gone.
the joke about?
everything is now nothing. Gone clean away, nothing left. My guitar burned, my photography burned, all my letters. I wanted to give you a little notebook. It also burned.
No, please leave, Vasily Vasilich. You can't come in.
Why can the Baron enter and not me?
We should all be going. How's the fire?
They say it's dying down. No, really, it's very strange to me. Why can the Baron enter and not me?
Ta-ra-ra.
Ta-ra-ra.
Come on, let's go to the hall.
Very well, my dear sir. I'm taking note. I would further explain this thought, but I fear the chicken would cheep. Buck, buck, buck.
Solioni smoked the whole room up. The Baron's asleep. Baron. Baron.
Sleeping. I'm at the brick factory. I'm talking in my sleep, I'm not. In real life, I'm going to the brick factory to start working. I spoke with them already. You're so pale. So beautiful. So charming. Your skin illuminates the dark air like a lamp. You're sad. You're not satisfied with life. Oh, come away with me. Come away and we'll work together.
Nikolai Lvovich, leave.
You're here, I didn't see you. Goodbye. I'm going. I look at you now, and I remember the day of your birthday, some time ago. You were so full of joy, life, rhapsodizing about labor. What a happy life appeared before my eyes then. Where is it? You have tears in your eyes. Go to bed. It's getting light. Morning is beginning. Oh, if only I were allowed to give my life for you.
Nikolai Lvovich, leave. Truly.
I'm going.
Are you asleep, Fyodor? You should go home.
Masha, my.
She's exhausted. Let her rest, Fedya.
I'll go now. My wife is a good woman, a laudable woman. I love you, my only
Well,
one.
Amas, Amat, Amamus, Amatis, Aman.
No, it's true. She's really remarkable. I've been married to you for 7 years. It feels like yesterday we took our vows. And my word, it's true. You're a remarkable woman. I'm content. Content. Content.
And I'm fed up, up. I can't get it out of my head. Shocking, like a nail sticking in my skull. I can't be silent. I mean, Andre. He mortgaged this house to the bank. His wife takes all the money, and this house isn't his. It belongs to all 4 of us. He would know that if he were a decent human being.
Nothing to do, Masha. Nothing to do. Andrew is just caught in a circle of bad loans. His debt is crushing him, God help him.
In any case, it's shocking.
You and I aren't poor. I work. I teach. I tutor. I'm an honest man. A simple man. Only a me comporto, as they say.
I don't want a single thing. It's the injustice that makes me want to scream. Go home, Fyodor.
You're tired. Rest a little. I'll sit out there and wait. Sleep. I'm content. Content.
Really, Andre gets smaller the more he grows up. How dried up he is around that woman. He was going to be a professor. And yesterday he was bragging that he had finally become a full member of the county council. He's a member of the county council. Protopopov is his boss. The whole town is talking. The whole town is laughing. And he alone sees nothing, knows nothing. And now everyone's run to help fight the fire, and he sits alone in his room, paying no attention. He only plays the violin. Oh, it's horrible, horrible, horrible. I can't carry this anymore. I can't. Throw me out! Throw me! I can't anymore.
What is it, love?
Where? Where has it all gone? Where is it? Oh, God, my God. I've forgotten everything. I forgot my head is foggy. I don't remember the Italian word for window or ceiling. I'm forgetting everything every day, forgetting. And life leaves us and doesn't come back, never going to Moscow. I can see now that we will not go.
Sweetie, sweetheart.
I'm so unhappy. I can't work. I won't work. Enough. First I was a telegraph clerk, and now I work for the city council, and I hate every little thing they make me do. I'm getting older. It feels like I've been working forever. My brain is drying up. I've become worn, stupid, and old. There's nothing. No reward for it. No fullness, satisfaction. And as time passes, you move further and further away from a real and beautiful life. Moving towards some black pit. I feel desperate. And how it is that I'm alive, how it is I haven't killed myself by now, I don't understand.
Don't cry, my girl, don't cry. I can't bear it.
I'm not crying. Not crying. See, I'm already not crying. That's enough.
Sweetheart, as your sister and as a friend, if you want my advice, marry the Baron. You respect him. You value him. True, he's not the most romantic, but he is so decent, so clean. People don't marry for love. They marry for duty. At least that's what I think. And I'd get married without being in love as long as he was decent. Who cares? I'd even marry an old man.
I've been waiting for us to move to Moscow, where I'd meet my soulmate, my beloved. I've already dreamed of him. I love. But it turns out that was stupid. So stupid.
I understand. I do. When the Baron left the army and visited us in that civilian jacket, he looked so unglamorous, even I started to cry. He asked, "Why are you crying?" What could I tell him? But if God joined the two of you in marriage, I'd be happy. That would be an entirely different thing.
she started the fire.
You're the silliest one in our family. Excuse me, but it's you.
I want to make a confession, dear sisters. I want to bare my soul. I'll confess to you and to no one else never. It's my secret, but you must know I can't be silent. I love that man. You just saw him, that. In a word, I love Vershina.
Stop it. Or go on. Either way, I'm not listening.
What can be done? First he seemed strange to me, then I felt pity for him, then I fell in love with him. Fell in love with his voice, his words, his unhappiness, his two girls.
I can't hear you. Keep saying silly things. It doesn't matter. I'm not listening.
You're the silly one. Oh, yeah. I love. It's my fate or my one job in this life. And he loves me. It's terrifying, yes. Is it wrong? Oh, my dear, somehow we will live through our lives. When you read about these things in books, everything seems clear, familiar, and predictable, but when you yourself fall in love, you understand that nobody knows anything, and everyone must decide for themselves. Oh, my sweet sisters, I've made my confession, and now I will never say another word. The rest is silence.
What do you want? I don't understand.
But Andrei Sergeyevich, I've told you 10 times.
First of all, I'm not Andrei Sergeyevich to you, but Your Excellency.
The firemen, my most excellentness, request permission to go through your garden to get to the river. As it is now, they're going round and around in circles like a punishment.
Fine, tell them it's fine. Fed up! Where's Olga? I came to ask for the key to the cupboard. I lost mine. You have that tiny little key. What a crazy fire. It's starting to die down now. The dang Fairplots made me so mad. I said something stupid to him. Your Excellency. Why are you so quiet? It's time you stop this stupidity and acting like some aloof princess. You and Masha here, Remus here. Excellent! Let's come clean once and for all. What do you have against me? What?
Leave it be, Andriusha. Tomorrow we'll have it out. What a terrible night.
Don't get emotional. I'm asking you now. I am completely cold-blooded. What have you got against me? But give it to me straight.
Ta-ra-ra. Good night, Olya. God bless you. Good night. Sleep well. Leave, Andre. They're exhausted. You can have it out tomorrow.
Really, Andre, let's leave it for tomorrow. Time to sleep.
I'll say it and go. Now, first, you have something against Natasha, my wife? I've watched you judging her ever since our wedding day. Natasha is a beautiful, honest woman, direct and noble, in my opinion. My wife. I love and respect my wife, and I demand that others respect her, as I do. I repeat, she's an honest, honorable woman, and all your nitpicking, excuse me for saying so, is sheer capriciousness. in the second place? You seem annoyed that I'm not a professor, that I don't fill my life with science, but I'm a member of government of the county council, and I consider my service as holy and lofty as serving science. I'm a full member of the county council, and I'm proud of it, if you want to know. Thirdly, one more thing! I mortgaged the house without asking your permission, and in that I'm guilty, I know, and I ask you to forgive me. I was forced to by these never-ending loans. It's $35,000. I'm already not gambling. I gave it up long ago. But what's more important, what I can say in my own defense, is that you girls receive pensions. Well, I don't have any salary, so to speak.
Masha's not here? Where is she? That's strange.
You're not listening. Natasha is a most excellent, honest person. When I got married, I thought we'd be happy. Everyone happy, but oh my God. My sweet sisters, don't believe me. Don't believe me.
Where is Masha? Masha's not here. Oh, very strange.
Olya, who's knocking on the floor?
The doctor, he's drunk.
There is no peace this night. Olya, did you hear? They're taking the army away from us, sending them somewhere far away.
It's only a rumor.
We'll be left alone. Olya?
Yes?
My dear, sweet Olya, I very much value the Baron. He's a beautiful person. I'll marry him. I give my word. Only let's go to Moscow. I beg you, let's go. There is no better place on this green earth than Moscow. Let's go, Olya, let's go.
Turkina zaatakowali I jasnolo z do reka.
You're a good man. We all live so easily together. As friends. One more time. Farewell, my friend.
Goodbye.
Not goodbye, but farewell. We'll never meet again.
Who knows? No, now I'm starting to cry.
We'll meet again someday.
In 10 or 15 years. But by then we'll hardly know each other. We'll greet each other like strangers. Hold still. One more. Last time.
We won't meet again. Oh, thank you for everything. Everything.
One more.
God is good. We will meet again. Write it. You must write. Goodbye, trees. Woo! Goodbye, echo.
I'm afraid you'll get married off in Poland. You'll have a Polish wife who will embrace you
and whisper, "Kochanie." That's my darling in Polish.
Not even an hour left. Solioni is the only one from our unit going on the boat. The rest of us are marching. Today 3 units leave, tomorrow another 3, and then this town will be back to peace and quiet. And extreme boredom.
Where's Masha? In the garden.
We must say goodbye to her.
Goodbye. I have to go now or I'll cry. We live beautifully here.
Something to remember us. A little notebook and a tiny pencil. We'll go this way to the river. Bye.
They're gone.
And forgot to say goodbye to me.
What about you to them?
I somehow forgot. In any case, I'll see them soon. I'll leave tomorrow. Yes, only one more little day left. In a year, they'll give me a pension. I'll retire, come back here, and live out my century near you. Just one more little year and I get my pension. I'll come back here to you and change my life from the bottom up. Become a quiet, respectable little thing.
Well, you should change your life somehow, my little dove. You really should.
Yes, I feel that too. Ta-ra-ra-boom-de-ay, think I'll sit down-de-ay.
You're incorrigible, Ivan Romanich. Incorrigible.
Be my teacher then, for you I'll be corrigible.
Fyodor has shaved his mustache. I can't look at you.
Why not?
I would say what your physiognomy now resembles, but no, I can't.
So what? A shaved mustache is the modus vivendi. It's an accepted hairstyle. Our headmaster shaved his mustache, and when I got promoted, I shaved mine too. No one likes it, but for me, I don't care. I'm content. With a mustache, without a mustache, I'm equally content.
Ivan Romanich, my little dove, I'm terribly worried. You were on the boulevard yesterday. Tell me, what happened?
What happened? Nothing. Silliness. So what?
They say that Solioni and the Baron met yesterday on the boulevard outside the theater.
Stop it!
That's enough.
Outside the theater, Solioni was taunting the Baron, and the Baron wouldn't stand for it and said something insulting.
I wouldn't know. It's crap.
This one time, at the university, a professor wrote in the margin of a student paper, "crap." And the student misread it in Latin, thought it said carpe, and tried to conjugate it. Carpo, carpsere, carpsi, carpso. Delightfully funny. They say Solioni is in love with Irina, and so hates the Baron. That's understandable. Irina is a very good girl. She's even a bit like Masha. She's a thinking person. She gets lost in thought. But you have a more gentle temperament, Irina. Of course, Masha has a fine temperament. I love her, my Masha.
Everything scares me today somehow. My things are all packed. After dinner, I'll send them off. Tomorrow, the Baron and I will be married. Tomorrow, we move to the brick factory, and the day after tomorrow, I'll start school. A new life is beginning. Somehow, God will help me. When I passed my teacher's exam, I cried with joy and gratitude. Now they're here to get my things.
Yes, indeed. You have a good deal of idealism, but you lack seriousness. Lots of ideas, very little seriousness. And yet, I wish you well from my soul.
My good one. My golden one. You've gone far away. I can't catch up. I'm like some migrating bird that got too old. Can't fly. Fly away, my girl. Fly with God. It was a big mistake. mistake, Fyodor Ilyich, to shave your mustache.
Enough! Well, today the officers leave. And everything will go on as before. I don't care what anyone says. Masha's a good, honest woman, and I love her. And I'm grateful for my fate. Everyone. Fate is different for different people. I know this one man. He works for the Taxation Bureau. We went to school together, but they expelled him sophomore year because he never could wrap his head around ut consecutivum. Now, he's got no money, he's very ill, and when we meet, I say greetings. Ut consecutivum. Yes, it says indeed, consecutivum. Coughs. But me, I've been lucky all my life. I'm happy. I have the Order of Stanislav, second class. And now I teach others the ut consecutivum. Of course, I'm an intelligent person, maybe more intelligent than a good many, but intelligence doesn't make happiness.
And tomorrow night I won't be hearing that dumb song on the piano anymore. And I won't be bumping into Protopopov. Protopopov is just sitting there in the living room. He stopped by again today.
Where is our headmistress?
Not here. We sent for her. If only you knew how hard it is for me to be here alone without Olya. I've made up my mind. If I'm not destined to go to Moscow, then let it be. Nikolai proposed to me. So, I thought it over. I decided. But only yesterday, something happened.
Crepo, crepsi, craptum.
Our headmistress.
The headmistress has arrived.
It's Olga.
Let's go inside.
Think I'll sit down, dear.
There he sits and sits and sits.
So what?
Nothing. Did you love my mother?
Very much.
And she you?
That I already don't remember.
Is my man here? That's how our cook Marta spoke of her policeman, my man. Is my man here?
Not yet.
When you snatch happiness in little bits, fits, and starts, and then lose it like me, you become coarse. Little by little, you become hateful. Right here in me, it's boiling. Look at our brother, Andre. All hopes fallen away. In the Red Square, thousands of people lifted an enormous bell together. Huge amounts of money and labor, and suddenly it falls, it breaks. Suddenly, for no reason, like Andre.
When will there be quiet in this house again? What a wreck.
Soon. I have a very old watch. See, it chimes. The first, second, and fifth units are leaving at 1 o'clock sharp, and me tomorrow.
For good?
I don't know. Maybe in a year who the hell knows? It's all the same.
The whole town is disappearing. Exactly as if it were a tray of food being covered with one of those huge metal lids. Something happened yesterday in front of the theater. Everyone's talking, but I don't know.
Nothing. Silliness. Sorioni was picking on the Baron, and the Baron exploded and called him a name, and in the end, Sorioni was obliged to challenge him to a duel. And it's already time now, it seems. 12:30 in the clearing. The one you can see from here past the river. Pop! Pop! Sorioni fancies himself a Lermontov. He even writes poetry. A joke is a joke, but this is already his third duel.
Whose?
Sorioni's.
And the Baron?
What about the Baron?
I'm all confused. In any case, they shouldn't be allowed to do this. Solioni might wound the Baron or even kill him.
Well, the Baron is a good man, but one Baron more, one Baron less, what's the big difference? Nothing, there's no difference. Wait! Oh, look, that's Skortsov playing Solioni's second. He's sitting in a boat.
To me, taking part in a duel, even to be present at a duel as a doctor, is quite simply immoral.
It only seems that way. We're not really here. Nothing exists in this world, not even us. Only seems that we do. Isn't it all the same?
All day long. Talk. You live in this climate. Every time you look up, it's snowing, and still you have to talk. I'm not going into that house. I can't. When Vrishina comes, tell me. The migrating birds are off. Swans? Maybe geese. Sweet ones. Happy ones.
Our house will be empty. The officers will go. You will go. My sister will go and get married. And I'm staying in the house all alone.
What about your wife?
A wife is a wife. She's honest. Decent. Well, good in her way. But she has something in her that reduces her to a petty, blind, crude little animal. In any case, she isn't a person. I say this to you as a friend, the only person I can open my soul to. I love Natasha. I do. But sometimes she seems to me incredibly vulgar, and then I get lost and lose myself. I don't understand what I love her for, or why I love her so, or at least love.
Brother, I'm leaving tomorrow. We may never meet again, so a word of advice. Put on a hat, carry a big stick, and go. Be off, go, without a glance back, and the further you get, the better.
Doctor, it's time. 12:30 already.
Coming! I am sick of you all. If anybody asks for me, Anthony, you should say that I'm...
A man can't breathe in any case when a brown bear comes and sits on his face. Why the groaning, old man?
Leave me alone.
How's the health?
I would like butter from a cow.
The old man's getting upset for no reason. I'll just indulge myself a wee bit. I'll only nip his wing like a wood snipe. See, today I poured out a whole bottle and still they smell. Smell like a corpse. Remember the poem? A restless soul seeks out a storm, as if in storms were inlaid peace.
A man can't breathe in any case when a brown bear comes and sits on his face.
Papers to sign.
Leave me alone. Go away, please. I beg you.
What are papers for but to be signed?
Masha! Masha! The only man in town who's happy to see the soldiers go.
It's understandable. Our town will be empty now.
Sweet girl. I'll come right back.
Where are you going?
I have to go into town. See my comrades home.
That's not true. Nikolai, why are you so distracted today? What happened yesterday by the theater?
In an hour! I'll be back and I'll be with you again. Beloved, 5 years of loving you and I'm still not used to it. You seem always more and more beautiful. What beautiful, wonderful hair. Your eyes. I'll whisk you away tomorrow. We'll work. We'll get rich. My dreams will come alive. You will be happy. Only there's one. One thing. You don't love me.
That's not in my power. wife. I'll be faithful. I'll do what I'm supposed to do. But there's no love. What can I do? I've never been in love. Never in my life. Oh, I've dreamed of love. Dreamed endlessly day and night. But my soul is like a fine piano that's locked. And the key is lost. You look restless.
I've not slept. There's nothing in my life so terrible that I'm scared of it. But that lost key is lodged in my soul. Won't let me sleep. Say something to me.
What? What can I say? Trees are so quiet. Everything hidden from us. Even the secrets of trees.
Say something to me.
What? What should I say? What?
Something.
Enough. Enough.
What silly little things take on meaning in life sometimes, suddenly, out of nowhere. And you know they're little nothings, and you laugh at them, but all the same you go on feeling them. You can't stop. Oh, let's not talk about it. I feel happy. I see, as if for the first time in my life, these firs, maples, birch trees, and they all look back at me, curious, waiting. What beautiful trees, and what a beautiful life should be lived under their branches. Time to go. It's time. That tree is dead, but it's still moving with the others in the wind. So, if I die, I'll still be part of life, one way or another. Goodbye, my dear. Those papers you gave me are on my table under the calendar.
But I'll go with you.
No! No. Arena,
What?
I didn't drink my coffee today. Ask them to make me some, will you?
It's my little prince, my beloved. Oh no, sweetheart, don't you
But Andre Sergeyevich, these aren't my papers, they're official. I didn't dream them up.
What do you want?
The papers to sign.
I'm sick of you.
Oh, just now, the doorman at the Taxation Bureau was saying, it seems that last winter in St. Petersburg, the temperature was 200 below. Yes, they say 2,000 people froze. People were scared out of their wits. St. Petersburg or Moscow? Can't remember.
Oh, whatever happened to the past? When I was young and happy and intelligent. When I dreamed wonderful dreams. Thought great thoughts. My life and my future were shining with hope. What happened to it? We barely begin to live, and all of a sudden we're old, and boring, and lazy, and useless, and unhappy. This town has 100,000 people living in it. Not one of them has ever amounted to a thing. Each one is just like all the others. They eat, they drink, they sleep, and they die. And then more of them are born, and they eat, drink, and sleep too, and then, because they're bored, they gossip, they drink, they gamble, they sue each other. The wives cheat on the husbands, and the husbands lie, they pretend they hear and see. Nothing.
Who's talking
so loud? Is that you? Andrusha? You wake Sophie! Il ne peut pas faire de bruit. La Sophie est dormie déjà. Vous y êtes un ours. If you want to talk, give the carriage to someone else. Furibond, take the carriage.
Yes, ma'am.
No, you little. Who's that fancy old man?
Elisha! Oh, hello. Oh, my child, how I live. How I live. In a brand new government apartment at the high school. Oh, God has blessed me in my old age. From birth, sinner that I am, I never lived like this. A big apartment, the government pays, a whole room to myself, and a little bed. And it's all on the government. I wake up in the night and, oh Lord, oh Mother of God, no one's happier than me.
We're leaving now, Olga Sergeyevna. It's time. I wish you everything. Everything. Where's Maria Sergeyevna?
She's off in the garden. I'll find her.
Would you please? I must hurry.
I'll help you. Bye, Jacob. Woo!
Well, everything ends. Here we are saying goodbye. Town gave us a send-off, little lunch, champagne, the mayor's speech at 5. I ate and listened. My heart was here with you all. I'm so used.
Will we ever meet again?
Probably not. My wife and 2 girls are staying on for another month or so before leaving. Please, if anything should happen or it should become necessary to...
Yes. Yes, of course, not to worry. By tomorrow, there won't be a single officer in town. All will be a memory. And of course, for us, a new life begins. Nothing turns out the way we planned. I didn't want to be a headmistress, and here I am, a headmistress. Moscow? It's not to be.
Well, thank you for everything. Forgive me if anything wasn't quite right. I talked too much too much. Forgive me for that too. Don't think ill of me.
Why is it Masha coming?
What more can I tell you by way of farewell? Should we talk a little more? Life isn't easy. Sometimes it must seem strange and hopeless, but we have to remember it is getting constantly better and brighter. And I don't think the time is too far off when it will be completely bright. I really have to go. Mankind is passionately seeking something, and eventually we will find it. I just hope we find it soon. We have to find a way to join our love of work to love of higher things, mustn't we? Well, now I must go. My time is up.
Here she comes.
Can you say goodbye?
Goodbye. Let it be, let it be.
Pray for me. Don't forget. No, let me go. I have to go. No, I have to. Olga, take her.
Let it be. Stop, stop, sweet Masha.
It's all right. Let her cry. Let her. My good Masha. My kind Masha. You're my wife. I'm happy, whatever happened. I'm not complaining. I won't give you a single bad mark. Olga's my witness. We'll start over again, living as we used to live. And I won't say a word. Not a single syllable.
But I'm a bending sea, a green oak tree where a golden chain is bound. A golden chain is... I'm losing my mind. Bending sea, green oak tree.
Peaceful, Masha. Calm down. Give her water. I won't cry anymore.
She's not crying. She's a good one.
Bending sea. A green oak tree where a golden chain is bound. And on that chain, a cultured cat goes running. Green cat. Green, I don't know. I'm mixing it all up. It's an unlucky life. I'll calm down now. It's all the same. What does that mean, a bending sea? Why can't I get it out of my head if my thoughts are foggy?
Calm yourself, Masha. There's a good girl. Let's go inside.
I'm not going in there. I don't go in that house anymore, and I won't go.
Let's sit together and let's be quiet. Tomorrow I'm going away.
Yesterday, I took this mustache and beard away from sophomore. I look like the German teacher. Did you think? Those boys, so silly.
You really do look like the German.
Yes.
What we will be. There, Masha.
A lot like.
So, Protopopov, that is to say, Mikhail Ivanich will sit with Sophie, and Andrei can take Bobek for a walk. It never ends with children. Irina, you leave tomorrow. What a shame. Stay for one more week, won't you? You scared me half to death. I've gotten used to you. What do you think letting you go will be easy on me? I've told the servants to move Andrei and his violin into your room. Let him play in there. And in Andrei's room we'll put my sweet Sophie. She's such a divine, miraculous child. What a dumpling pie. Today she looked at me with these eyes and said, Mama.
A beautiful child, without a doubt.
So tomorrow I'll be all alone here. First I'll give orders to chop down this row of pine trees, and then the maple. At night it looks really scary and really ugly. Oh my dear. Oh, that belt doesn't suit your face. It's the height of bad tastefulness. You need a pastel. And I'll order little flowers to be planted everywhere, little flowers, and they'll make so much smell. Who left this fork out here? I want to know who left this fork out here. Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Shut up when I'm talking to you.
And she's off.
They're leaving.
Yes, all our boys are leaving. Well, happy journey. Let's go home. Where's my hat and coat?
I took them out and back. I'll go get them right away.
Yes. Let's all go home. It's time.
Olga Sergeyevna.
What? What?
Nothing. Don't know how to say this.
Not possible.
Yes, that's the story. But I'm exhausted. I can't talk. Incidentally, Incidentally, it's all the same.
What happened?
Terrible day today. I don't know how to tell you. What? Out with it, what? For God's sake!
The Baron was just killed in a duel.
I knew.
I'm exhausted. Let them cry a little. Ta-ra-ra-boom-dee-ay. Think I'll sit down, dee-ay. Isn't it all the same?
Oh, the music. They're leaving. One left absolutely and forever. We're left alone to begin our lives over again. We will live. We will live.
One day the time will come when we know why we suffer. There will be an end to all this mystery. But meanwhile, we must live. We must work. Only work. Tomorrow I'm going away alone. I'll teach school. And I'll give my life away to the people who need it. It's fall now. Winter will be here soon and cover the world with snow. And I'll work. I will work.
The music is so happy, so brave. It makes you want to live. Oh, God. Time will pass and we'll be gone. Forever. We'll be forgotten. They will forget our faces, our voices, how many of us there were. But our suffering will turn into joy for those living after us. There will be happiness, peace on this earth, and they will remember us later with a gentle word. They will bless us, we who live now. Oh, my sisters, our life isn't over yet. We will live. The music is so happy, so full of joy, as if we're only one moment away from knowing why we live, why we suffer. Oh, to know. Only to know.
Ta-ra-ra-boom-dee-ay. Think I'll sit down, dee-ay. It's all the same, all the same.
To know. To know.